Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, we just finished a road trip up, and if you want to see what that road trip was like and our thoughts on road tripping with the Rivian, go ahead and watch that video. But today we're going to be washing this thing up as we were driving. Of course, the way this vehicle is shaped, it collects a lot of bugs. It's a pretty good bug killer. So if you're a pro bug, you probably don't want to get a Rivian. Get some other, get you a nice aerodynamic vehicle, because this is not it. So I'm going to show you what some of the aftermath was with the bugs and some prevention measures. And also I'm going to show you some things that I plan on using to help prevent some of these things in the future, and also make road tripping a little easier. As me, I like keep my windshield clean. I don't like bugs on the windshield. It really bothers me. And of course with the Rivian, you're not going to the gas station more likely than not. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here's the aftermath of the road trip here. And this hasn't been washed yet. I am about to wash this, but you can see it's bad, but not as bad as I thought it would be. Pretty bad though. See, there's a lot of splatter. I don't know, not sure what that was right there. There's a lot of splatter on here. Not so much on the hood, so the hood is relatively unscathed. And before I did leave, I did treat my windshield, and I put the actual windshield washer fluid, the bug type that helps clean the bugs off. So I did that, and I'll show you what else I did. And someone suggested in the comments, that was a great comment, a solution. It was Rain-X, and I did try that, and I did notice a significant improvement in the windshield wiper's ability to get those bugs off the windshield. And in addition to that, I also did put the specific kind of windshield wiper cleaner made to get bugs off the windshield. So together, that worked awesome. And I also did notice there were not a lot of bugs out for whatever reason. I'm not sure what the reason was, but didn't really have a lot of windshield hits with the bugs on this trip. This here is one of the products I did purchase to help keep my Rivian clean. I do own a gas pressure washer, but this seems so much better that I can actually mount this in the house. And I did see a few other YouTube videos where they were using these to make a nice setup in their garage for a cleaning station for the vehicle. And as you can see, the Rivian definitely needs one. Even if you have some PPF, now this is something I would seriously consider getting some PPF also to help prevent this. But yeah, anyway, so I purchased this to help get the bugs off. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is open this box up. I already cut it open. So, and right here, you see we have the instructions, and it shows it has a 3-year limited warranty. I'm gonna read a little more about that. And it looks like, let's put those to the side. And that's the pressure washer here. Pull this out. And it seems to be not that heavy. It's pretty lightweight, I believe it is anyway. It has this yellow color. Looks like there's the pressure washer hose bib right here, and the inlet for the water hose. And I'm gonna have to do something here, because I'm gonna need an adapter for this here, because that is not going to work with my water hose. And yeah, so I may have an adapter someplace, but I may have to go buy one. But yes, it has a nice on-off switch. Looks like she also has a dispenser here to add some soap. And this is nice and compact, and I will be making a shelf for this to go on eventually, but not today. Not today. I just want to get the car cleaned up. And it has a nice hose on it. I mean, cord. I mean, it's corded, man. I don't know how long this thing seems to be really long. That's a long cord there. So And there's also some different tips for the pressure washer. Oh, and here's the adapter right here, so I don't have to actually buy one. One came with the kit. So that's great. Saves me a trip. So these are, you just have these adapters here. And you open these up the box. I'm just going to set these down in here. And there's another box here. And you have the pressure washer gun. Go ahead and take this out back. Yeah, that's pretty lightweight. It's not that heavy. And you have a hose. And I'm not sure exactly how long this hose is, but I'll get this thing stretched out and measured. I don't know, it looks like it's about, just on the eye glance, about 25 feet, maybe longer. But I'll get that stretched out here in a minute. And this is also the other piece of the pressure washer. Looks like there's a quick disconnect. It's pretty cool. And we get this all checked out in a few. One thing I am going to do is stretch this out just to see how long this thing is. Not sure which end is what. Let me go ahead and put it on here just as an anchor. Have some anchor this too. Just so I can stretch this out just to see how I get an idea how long this thing may be. And this would be okay for the first wash, but or the first couple washes, but I will be purchasing a separate reel. And this looks only should be about 25 feet long or so. And so I will be purchasing a 50 footer at least, if not a 100 footer. So I can really get out, because there's going to be kind of a big distance between where it's going to be mounted over there by the vacuum cleaner to out here, and that's quite a bit of distance. And so I will definitely need at minimum a 50 footer. This definitely is not going to work. This is not even, my garage is deeper than this, so but yeah, but for now I can just hook it up and plug it in and see how that works. And luckily it has this long cord on here, so I can probably plug that in over here somewhere. I do have an extension cord already hooked up, so, and I might just go ahead and hook this up and test it out here in a second. All right, I'm about to hook this thing up and to my water hose and plug it in and give it a little test run, see how this thing works. Oh boy, let me get that. Oh, okay. But as far as the connector, so I believe this goes on like this. And then twist it. And then that's connected. It has a quick disconnect here. And get the attachments right here. And it provides a space for both of them right here. So that's pretty cool. And we'll go ahead and connect this. Okay, there we go. And I already started connecting this to this end of the hose. Let me go ahead and finish connecting this. Oh, that goes on really nicely. And they got this piece here. Just make sure it has the rubber washer in here. Go ahead and connect this piece on. Wait a minute. Okay, and now I'm going to connect my holes to this, and I'm going to connect this piece to here. And I really like how they have these grips on here. It makes it a lot easier for this thing to go on. Like I said, I do want to get some new attachments. One that has the soap dispenser in here. But we'll see. That'll be coming later. But just like I said earlier, I'm just going to test this thing out, see how it works. All right, let me go and take this over and get it connected to the water hose. I always have trouble with these, and this is not the easiest thing to grip here, the way this is made. This got to go on tighter than that, but that seems to be as deep as it's going to go into here. I'm not sure if the directions state this. Let me look. Let's see. Why you should always read the directions. Yep, had it backwards. I don't know if it really states it in here. The garden hose on here. But if you look on here, it has the black part on the outside. Because I could not get that thing to connect to the hose. But now that I put this on this side, I can tighten it down. Okay, and that makes it a lot easier. Now this makes more sense. Now I can just attach the holes to this. There we go. There we go. Okay. And so now you know if you're hooking it up, just make sure you have this black part to the outside, like this. And this part towards the thing. The directions don't really state it, but just make sure you do it that way. Now, okay. Hopefully the second time's a charm. And so that's how you put it on. There's no leaks here. And no leaks here. I'm going to go ahead and get the air out of the line. It's probably quite a bit. This is a long hose I'm using. All right, go ahead and turn this on. Okay, what happened? Oh, is it pressurized? Pretty cool. It only comes on when it's needed. Just to keep the pressure up. And as soon as I release, it goes out. That's pretty good. That's a lot better than the gas ones, which are really loud. And yeah. So let me see how good this works as far as all of this bug juice on the front of the vehicle. And I haven't put any type of detergents or solutions on here. I'm just going to try this first thing out. And I'll try the other connectors out here. That quick little burst did a pretty good job. I'm gonna put the other attachments on to see if it cleans this, but it definitely softened all the things up here. I'm gonna put the other attachments on to see how those work out. But yeah, but I really like this thing a lot. This is gonna be a really good addition, especially when I get the soap dispenser on here. And you can put soap in here, but I don't have anything in here. I might try putting something in here to let me do. I am gonna put something in here just to test that part out. I'm gonna put some of this in here and see how this works. I'm gonna have my son do it, because he hasn't been doing anything all day long. Maybe put his little arms to use. All right. And I'm gonna change out the connector on here. I'm gonna put this piece on the end. And this should help release some soap. And I'm going to hand this to my son to see what he can do. What I'm trying to do is get those bugs out the front. So we're going to see how good a job you can do. See if you can still earn your keep. So we'll have to drop you off at the orphanage. Is it too heavy for you? Get it up there where the bugs are. All right, that's good. Yeah, get this top part too of the car. All right, that's good. Now we're going to change it out. We're going to put this this yellow connector on here. And how many degrees is this? Is this a 15 degree? Yeah, it's 15 degrees. So try to put this connector on there.
So you just take it out?
You got to push this thing down. Push that to pull it down. Use some muscle. Now just let it go back up too. Now pull it back down again. Now push it up. Let me see it. Here, hold this. So you do it like, you gotta press it all the way down, put this in like this, and then pull it up. See? Yeah, pull it up here. You do it. Because you're going to be one washing the cars from now on. You're going to wax on, wax off. You don't have to push it down too far in, just pull that thing up now. Let me show you one more time. So you take this, you're going to push it all the way down. You see how it's all the way seated up against there? And then you're going to put this in here. You know, you just have to, really is just push it up. You see? Pull it all the way down, put this in there, and then it should click up. Wax on, wax off. You got it? All right. Now go ahead and see if you can get the bugs out the front of the vehicle. You see? Yeah, like try to get that off. Oh, okay, it's coming out. Yeah, move it up and down, up and down. You can get this big buzz slider right here. We can let it go, huh?
Your charger.
Oh man, I forgot I don't have it on car wash mode. It's not closing. That's interesting. Interesting. Alright, let me try to figure out how to get this charge port closed. I forgot to turn it in car wash mode. Let me see if I can close the charging port door. But is it closed? Oh, I opened it. There we go, it's closed. So I just turned on car wash mode. So now it shouldn't open up the charge port. I didn't think about that. So how do you like this, using this versus the gas?
It works better than the other one, and it doesn't have like a really bad like gas smell.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it doesn't have as much pressure, and that one I don't feel like it shoots as hard.
Which one?
Oh, the old one.
You don't think it shoots as hard?
Mm-mm.
So you think this little one is a lot better than the gas one? And what's some other things that you like about it?
I feel like it's way lighter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just easier to hold, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it just feels nicer.
Okay. What are some things you don't like about it?
It vibrates a lot.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, like if you're holding it and trying to, like, especially close up, it vibrates a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it, though.
Oh, okay.
I feel like changing it is pretty easy, too, but the other one did have more options, right?
No, well, you can always add, any of those things on the gas one, we can put on here.
Okay.
They can all be added. Let me go get this gas one so you'll see which one we're talking about. And this is... So this is the Honda pressure washer we were using before. And this is supposed to be 3,000 PSI max. And he's right about the vibrations and the sound. And I'm gonna see if I can start this thing up so you can see
that one is way louder too.
So that's another thing you
like
notice.
A car is starting up.
Mm-hmm.
Like a gas car. That is really loud, and it's kind of like starting like a push lawnmower. You have to like pull the string. This one does vibrate more, in my opinion. And I feel like it's just better quality.
Oh, you think so?
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to buy between these two, which one would you purchase?
This one. And if something happened, because that could maybe like get a hole in it or something, I feel like this one's has more like structure to it.
Okay.
Because that's kind of exposed.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. And do you know how to start this one?
Mm-mm.
You see that pedal right there?
Mm-hmm.
All you do is hit that pedal. And that's how it comes on.
So that would be way easier.
To start, yeah, versus doing the choke and then turning the on thing on and then pulling the cable and hope it starts. And then plus you have to buy gas. So you gotta... Obviously that's a lot louder than this. Obviously that's a lot louder than this, and this stays on constantly. So this only comes on when you're this one only comes on when you're actually spraying, but this one's going to stay on regardless of whether you're spraying or not. So yeah, so in my opinion also, I believe this one was way more superior than this. And also in addition to that, you know, I can even hook, you know, plug this into the Rivian if I wanted to. Not that it'd be necessary because this cord is so long, but if I needed it, they had a really long hose line that went really far out in my driveway, because I got a really long driveway. If I want to spray something in the driveway, I can take the holes out there, but I won't necessarily be able to plug it in. But I can just drive my Rivian out there and just plug it into one of the power outlets, and I can keep going. I mean, with the gas one, that's not an issue because it's gas and it has its own power source. But this one, with using a Rivian, that can solve their problem also. So you won't have to worry about whether or not you have to plug something in or not. And that's one of the advantages of electric vehicles that gas vehicles don't necessarily have. But yeah, so I also 100% recommend this. This is an awesome product. It's lightweight, compact, and it's very versatile. And, you know, versus having this, I probably, you know, using this, yeah, this probably get limited use now because of this. You know, it's easy to carry around and all the other good stuff. But yeah, you can purchase it on Amazon. And I'm going to put the link in the description. This is something you should definitely want to get. Keep your Rivian clean because these things get really dirty, whether you're road tripping or not. And that's all I have for this. And next thing I'm going to talk about is going to be this window cleaner thing I purchased.